I want to bring in our ABC News political contributors now. Michael LaRosa, a former special assistant to President Biden, and Sarah Isgur, a former Trump administration official. Sarah, I'm going to start with you. Former President Trump says these investigations make him stronger. How do you see this affecting his chances at securing the Republican nomination for 2024?
Well, certainly overall, what we're seeing is a downward trend in Donald Trump's support within the Republican Party. The problem, of course, will be if we have 17 Republican candidates running again like we did in 2016, Donald Trump is still leading in all of those polls, even as his support slips. In head-to-heads with Ron DeSantis, however, Ron DeSantis pulling ahead in a number of those polls.
So, Michael, the 14th Amendment bars anybody convicted of participating in an insurrection from holding public office. Do Democrats just basically want to prevent Trump from even running for president? And are they prepared for the backlash that could actually come from that?
I don't know if that's what it's about. I mean, look, I think that in indicting a president is a big line for this country to cross. I think that Donald Trump's actions have brought the country to this choice, to this decision. If DOJ were to indict the former president, I would hope that politics is far from any of their thinking in terms of how to proceed. Richard Nixon, a grand jury was prepared to indict him. He, of course, was spared a trial, was spared an indictment because he was pardoned fully for his crimes. If DOJ, and Sarah will know more, if DOJ sees these referrals and sees the evidence and the trove of evidence and decide crimes were committed, that should be all that matters.
Sarah, the former President Trump has criticized Republican leader Kevin McCarthy in the past for not putting more Republicans on the January 6th committee. There were 7 Democrats, 2 Republicans, including renegade Republican Liz Cheney. Is the party satisfied with the way McCarthy has handled this investigation? And what do you think that could mean for his bid for the speakership?
McCarthy's facing a plenty uphill battle on his own. Hindsight's 2020 on this. The thought at the time was that Republicans didn't want to legitimize the committee by having half Republicans and half Democrats, even if that meant, you know, a Jim Jordan grilling witnesses. Of course, at the same time, Nancy Pelosi rejected certain Republicans that they suggested be on the committee. So they kind of took their ball and went home. Easy for Donald Trump to say now, you know, here are things that could have gone differently. But overall, of course, I think Republicans got exactly what they wanted. They can claim that this has partisan motivation. The 2 Republicans on the committee not coming back to Congress next year.
That is right. Good point to make. And Michael, the committee, of course, had to wrap up its investigation in part because Republicans are set to take control of the House after the new year. So to your mind, was it a success? I mean, what's left unfinished here?
Yeah, I do. I think it was groundbreaking in a few ways. First, it completely changed how we conduct and communicate in congressional investigations before the American people. They've done an incredible job at laying out their case in a way that is compelling and understandable for the American people. It also did a lot of damage to the Republican Party, to Donald Trump, and to the people around Donald Trump and their behavior on that day and the subsequent days after. We learned so much more than we would have without this committee that has allowed, you know, for public scrutiny of that day and those officials, but it also kept it in the news. January 6th now has been in the news for 2 years. We haven't the committee has not let the American people and the Republican Party forget about it.
That is for sure. Now all eyes are on the Department of Justice. Michael LaRosa and Sarah Isgur, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.